Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter of history, chapter 8, the New Empire. I have told you about the New Empire is the Mauryan Empire. Who started? Chandragupta Maurya under the guidance of his teacher Chanakya, and the other name of Chanakya was Kautilya also. Today we will learn about the reign of Chandragupta. How was Magad Empire? What was the rule time? People were happy or not? Then after Chandragupta, his son Bindusara, how he ruled, and after Bindusara, his son, how Ashoka ruled. Okay, so we will take the book in our hand. Okay, now the reign of Chandragupta Maurya on page 62. Come on, take your book, open it. Now, Chandragupta Maurya's first major challenge was Seleucus Nicator. Do you remember Seleucus Nicator? Seleucus Nicator was the general of Alexander. When Alexander was going back to Greece, all the territories which he had conquered, he gave to whom? He gave to his general Seleucus Nicator. Now, Seleucus attempted to regain the territories to the east of Indus, once held by Alexander, and thus came in conflict with Chandragupta. Now, all the territories which were towards the east of Indus river, which were conquered by Alexander, he wanted to regain, he wanted to get those territories back. Who wanted to get back? Seleucus Nicator. He wanted to get them back. Now he has to confront now Chandragupta Maurya. So there was a conflict between Chandragupta Maurya and Seleucus Nicator. In 305 BCE, they fought a battle, and in peace treaty that was signed, Seleucus conceded all territories to the east of the Indus river to Chandragupta Maurya. So they had a battle in 305. Chandragupta Maurya and Seleucus Nicator had a peace treaty where all the territories of the east of Indus river Nicator was ready to give to Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, so that was counted in the Mauryan Empire. Now, Mauryan Empire extended over an extremely large area, over 50 lakh square kilometer. Now, Chandragupta Maurya is expanding his territories, making his empire more bigger by conquering more territories. Now, gradually under the able leadership, that means Chandragupta Maurya was very able and good leader. Okay, sound administrative ability. He knew how to rule his kingdom. Chandragupta, assisted by Chanakya. In all his work, he was guided and helped by Chanakya, his teacher. The Mauryan Empire conquered Trans-Indus region. So they conquered more of the territories of the Indus region. Under Chandragupta and his successor. Now his successor means his son, who sits on the throne after Chandragupta. His son is Bindusara. Both internal and external trade. So when Chandragupta was ruling, when his son was ruling, the name is Bindusara. Trade with other empire and trade inside the empire was on the top, developed. Economic activities thrived and expanded across India. So they were very developed. The empire was developed, people were happy, trade was going on, peace was there, trade with the other empire, trade within the country. Okay. Thanks to the creation of a single and efficient system of finance, administration and security. So all this was done because of the good under Chandragupta Maurya with the guidance of his teacher. It extended in the north along the natural boundaries of the Himalayas and to the east stretching into what is now Assam. So in the north till Himalayas and towards Assam, his all empire was stretched. To the west it reached beyond Pakistan and some portion area of the present day Afghanistan. So such a big his area was. Towards the east till Assam, towards the west till Pakistan, towards the north till Himalayas. So that means Chandragupta Maurya was very good ruler. He conquered more territories. He knew how to rule people. Trade, commerce, agriculture, everything was going on well because of his good administration. Okay, so this was the reign of Chandragupta Maurya, the first ruler of Mauryan Empire dynasty. Next we have the rule of Bindusara. Bindusara was the son of Chandragupta Maurya. During his reign also Mauryan Empire was flourishing. Now the empire, we go to page 62 under the heading of the rule of Bindusara. The empire expanded to India's central and southern region under Emperor Bindusara and the son of Chandragupta, but it excluded a small portion of unexplored tribal and forested region near Kalinga. So as I told you, they conquered east till Assam, they conquered west till Pakistan, they conquered till that is your Himalayas. Okay. Now the son Bindusara excluded a small portion of Central Asia also they reached, and some region of south also, but some part of Kalinga. Kalinga some part was some forested area, some tribal area. Okay, small portion unexplored tribal and the forested area they had not conquered. The Mauryan Empire had its capital city at Patliputra. So like we have our country India and the administration runs from Delhi. So they also had empire and that empire capital was Delhi. Okay. Sorry, Delhi not Patliputra, which is Patna. Now Kalinga, which is modern day Odisha, was earlier part of Magadha Empire but became independent during the rule of King Dhanananda. So in the beginning, Kalinga, which is in Odisha, was the part of Magadha, but during the rule of Dhanananda, who was ruling before Chandragupta Maurya, Kalinga had become free. Now, Kalinga had managed to defeat exploitionist designs of both Chandragupta and his son. So whenever Chandragupta Maurya or Bindusara wanted to attack Kalinga, every time they failed. So Kalinga they were not able to conquer. Understood? So who conquered Kalinga was Asoka. Okay? So this is about your Bindusara. Understood? Bindusara also was a good king like his father Chandragupta Maurya. Okay? He conquered some part of central India and southern India, leaving some part of Kalinga, that is forested area or tribal area. Kalinga was the part of Magadha Empire before Dhanananda, and Dhanananda was ruling before Chandragupta Maurya. Many times Chandragupta and his son Bindusara wanted to take over Kalinga, but they failed. Okay, who was able to win was Ashoka. Okay. Next we have heading the reign of Ashoka. Sorry. Okay. So the reign of Ashoka. Within 7 years of taking over the reign of Mauryan Empire, Ashoka, the son of Bindusara, decided to annex Kalinga. He waged a war over Kalinga in 261. So as soon as Ashoka he sat on the throne, he said that first I will conquer Kalinga. set for a battle in 261 BCE to conquer Kalinga. Ashoka was successful in defeating the army of Kalinga. The story we know that Ashoka won the battle of Kalinga, and lakhs of people of army of Kalinga also and of Ashoka also died. Though he won, but he was very sad by seeing the sight of bloodshed and by seeing the family of the family members of all those died were very in pathetic condition, crying for their family members. So his heart was broken by seeing the sight of bloodshed. It's said that river, Daya river, which was flowing near the battle site, it was turned into red because of the blood. Okay. So Ashoka was successful in defeating the army of Kalinga, but there was a very loss of life in the war. It's said that lakhs of people lost their life in both sides means the army of Kalinga also and army of Mauryan Empire also, and waters of Daya river next to the battlefield turned red. That much of people's blood was shed. Walking through the battlefield, when the Ashoka was walking through the battlefield, युद्ध के मैदान में चल रहे थे, he saw the sorrow and pain of the wounded, dead people, and it is said he was moved by the sight. ये दृश्य देख के ना, he was moved by the pain and bloodshed, and he decided never to go for war or indulge in killing. There comes change in the life of Ashoka, and he leaves fighting and battles, and then he preaches Buddhism. Okay. Next we have here aftermath of battle. Okay. The aftermath of battle we will do in the next class. Okay. Till then only 3 headings we have done. Reign of Ashoka, Bindusara, reign of Chandragupta, Bindusara and Ashoka. Read about all these 3, okay, and then we will meet in the next class to discuss more about the Mauryan Empire. Till then, take care, have a nice day. Bye children.